here on YouTube, if anything. We're trying to see because for some reason my computer's been acting up, surprisingly. But yeah, computer's been acting up lately. I should be heard, should be able to hear me, shouldn't have any problems with hearing me. If y'all do have problems with hearing me, let me know. Um, we're also gonna be live on TikTok. Um, I think it's dark, a little lighter. Shouldn't be too bad. Or no, that makes it like staggery. So let's leave it at 30. Okay, yes, so let's make it a bit brighter and then we'll leave it at that. See how that goes. But yeah, should be going, I guess. We'll just do it this way. Um, yeah, because lately we've been having an issue as to, well, not on, let me see, that's muted too. Yeah, we haven't really been doing much of this stuff or trying to do it on, I guess you could put up not no longer doing the TikTok studio off my computer because TikTok could be on some shit. So we'll just be mostly on YouTube. But that's mostly it for now. Just going through the stuff and seeing how things are, but things don't change. And the thing is the hypocrisy seems to get worse as we continue. And it's just trying to figure out how the hell people are making sense of this. Because as of right now, we got situations right now where it's like blatant hypocrisy. And that's the thing that I don't think most people are trying to cover or are even trying to talk about. It's the blatant hypocrisy that's going on. Exclusively on no, not Vegas. I'm not exclusively on YouTube now. I'm still doing both, but the thing is the better quality will be strictly on YouTube. So basically, I will be using my better camera on YouTube. I'm not gonna be wasting resources anymore, wasting it on TikTok. When TikTok gets upset because I say something, and then all of a sudden they want to try to mass report me or ban me for a couple of days, or basically just shut down my live. At that point, because that's the continuation that we've been having, where you see it and you show up, share this TikTok that people get. Well, it's the share, but the thing is like you can't share onto TikTok, so it makes it like TikTok tries to restrict it so that you're stuck on their platform and they don't want you to really branch out. But then the thing is when the you have these people just blatantly just like trying to minimize or censor you because of the fact that it's just like you talk on certain things, it's just like I would rather make sure that I am on YouTube. That way is just like I'm not gonna be censored and it's gonna be better quality. You're gonna get a wider picture, better camera angles. And it's not the same nonsense that TikTok wants to push because TikTok is always pushing now. It's another right wing propaganda platform, the same thing as Facebook. They're just trying to make sure that everything that people ingest happens to be some stupid rhetoric or some stupid MAGA creator that came up with some stupid ass fucking statement, or they saw a video and instead of actually reporting the actual stuff on it, all they're trying to do is incite more of their side of the platform to become dumber, I guess is the best way of putting it. Because you have too many things that are just like, if you go on Facebook, which is more of the older group of people that are on here, you'll notice that the older group of people on Facebook pay attention to Facebook more than they do TikTok. They don't get on TikTok. TikTok is a more younger crowd and stuff like that. Whereas Facebook has a lot of people, all sorts of generations, different generations. Like you got your grandparents on there. So you don't have that on TikTok. On TikTok is mostly dances and stuff like that. And then eventually you do end up getting people in there here and there, but most of the time it's just the same complete nonsense that they try to like bullshit you and pass on. So it's just like it gets kind of tiring with TikTok. And then it get, well, I would say any platform right now, because it's just like you're not gonna get like there used to be a point where they actually check this stuff. Since I appreciate that, Alex. But that's the thing about it. It's just like here is just like that's why I say on YouTube, better screen. I'm on 4K. You don't have to deal with the same amount of bots. You don't have to deal with the same kind of stupidity of people always claiming to have the same talking points and it never changes. They never have a suggestion. It's always them trying to blame the other side for what they're doing. And it's just crazy because it's just like you keep seeing that these people, it's just like MAGA has no idea what they're doing. No fucking idea what they're doing. They don't have numbers, they don't have data, they don't have any information. They're just like, yeah, it's basically you have to be first. Good afternoon, Cobra. It was just like you have to be first, and if you first, that's how you successful now. You don't have to be right. You just got to be first. But then the thing is instead of going back and trying to flip the shit or trying to figure it out, it doesn't happen that way. Cause put it like this. Imagine the fact that you look at this dude that just got beat up or supposedly was gonna be lynched, as he said, or by a mob or something, Jake whatever or nonsense. And it was just like you stated that you were gonna go and burn Qurans and deport an elected official. This is what you announced. This is how you started. This is how you wanted to start the conversation before you went to Minnesota. These are the first statements coming out this guy's mouth. And then he got met with the same people that thought the same way against him. But then since he was there, yeah, he was also a January 6er, so you already know this person is there to just bullshit and come up with something that's just gonna incite people, because that's all he was there for. All he was there for was he knew he was gonna get in trouble. He knew he was gonna get some backlash, so he wanted to get some airtime. That's all it was. And he got the airtime he wanted. That's it. Besides that, what else has that guy done? If you were part of January 6th, you cannot try to act like a victim. If you were part of January 6th, you can't act like a victim. You can't act like you didn't know this was coming. You can't act like you didn't do the same thing. Imagine trying to play it off like, oh my God, I'm a victim. You did the same exact thing to the Capitol building. Only difference was your name wasn't Mike Pence. What other difference was there? You had people with weapons, which none of those people in Minnesota had weapons. They didn't break into no buildings. They were outside. They didn't attack no federal officers. They didn't attack no police officers. So there's a big difference in how people want to constitute the fact that it's just like, oh, he did this, he did that. It was just like, nah, man. This dude was in January 6th. He attacked federal and police officers, breaking and entering, but people wanted to claim and be like, oh my God, he didn't do anything wrong. He was just exercising. What was it like they like to say? He got a guided tour. Well, Jake, you got yourself your own guided tour. It was a guided tour of Minneapolis. You got front row seats. You got the most exclusive tour of all. They showed you everything. They even showed you the crevices of a fucking window. That's how legit that fucking tour was. You were inside a fucking... How you in a fucking window, bro? Like, of all places you could have ran into, you ran into a window? Yo. It was just like, tell me y'all ain't performative just to be performative. It's just like, MAGA will do anything just to get attention because nobody else listens to him. Who else knew about this Jake dude before he decided to do this stupid shit and then try to claim like he was attacked? Bro, you started trying to incite things by saying what you were gonna do before you even got there. You just got met with the same energy. You got hit with the same energy that you got and received off of January 6th. And then the other hypocritical part that I've been noticing also about Minnesota is that now where you see people exercising their Second Amendment right, all of a sudden it's wrong. All of a sudden it's quiet. All of a sudden they don't want to talk about it, right? All of a sudden it's just like let's be quiet about the Second Amendment. Also, we got people with the Second Amendment now. Oh, but they have melanin. Yeah, we can't be having that. We can't be supporting things like this. It was like there shouldn't be. I was just like, look, it's only a problem when white people want to have their weapons and stuff like that. It's not a problem. But then when the Black Panthers start walking around with weapons again, all of a sudden, oh, whoa, mind blown. It was like, this is dangerous. We're making this dangerous. It's like, nah, ain't nothing being made dangerous about it. It's you just picking and choosing when it benefits you and when it doesn't. Because at the same time, you've been doing this, and it's just like, it's not even that. It's just like, y'all didn't have, look, put it like this. This is why I say with MAGA is the crazy. Sorry. He said the shirt scared the shit out of him. On YouTube, they can't see. Hold on, let me show them. On YouTube, they can't see it. But it's funny to me because the thing is you had look at how MAGA decided to elaborate and put on a pedestal Kyle Rittenhouse. Bro, I can't control this shit, bro. This shit been fucking me up for a while now. But look at how they hyped up Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse was put on a pedestal. Mind you, this dude went across state lines and fired upon people. But there was nothing wrong with that, right? But then you have people that are now with their weapons. They're not even crossing state lines. And the first thing MAGA's to be like, oh my God, I didn't know liberals liked weapons. I was just like, nah, man, y'all were just too dumb to actually realize that y'all are the only Second Amendment users. That's the problem. For us, it's not a personality. For anybody else that isn't MAGA, having a weapon is not a personality. It's not something to brag about. It's not something that you gotta go, oh, look, I gotta. Nah, only y'all like to do that. Y'all like to publicize the fact that, oh, look at this, I got this. We don't do all that. We don't need to tell y'all about all the shit we got. We mind our own business. Y'all the ones always in somebody else's business. That's what MAGA loves to do. They love to get themselves and insert themselves in somebody else, but they highlight and they want to publicize and put people on a pedestal that it was just like, nah. And it's always the dumb shit. It's always the same argument. MAGA always has the same argument. But then when you tell them that it was George W. Bush that put the assault ban on assault rifles, it gets awfully quiet. Every single time it's, oh my God, the Democrats are trying to take my guns away. Please tell me the legislation. Because y'all have never been able to produce a viable document showing Democrats actually trying to take your weapons away. You know what it sound like? That shit sound like to me like fucking no tax on overtime. That's what that shit sound like to me. Every time MAGA's like, oh my God, the Democrats is gonna take my weapons. It was like that shit sound like no tax on overtime. You ever seen it happen? You haven't been able, you've been, Republicans and MAGA have stated that weapons were gonna be taken away from them by Democrats since Bill Clinton. And the only ones to fucking ban assault rifles were the Republicans. Isn't that crazy that the only legislation that has ever come out about restricting your weapons right is Republican. Democrats have never pushed any bill, even when they had it. What legislation did Bill Clinton ever push to ban weapons? What legislation did Barack Obama, the person that y'all can't stand, that was so anti-American and so divisive, what did he put out to ban weapons? Shit, tell me something that Joe Biden did, because he was asleep half of the time, wasn't he? If he was sleeping the whole damn time, that means he couldn't have done anything to take away your weapons. So who the hell has done anything to try to take your weapons? That's what you call being stupid. That's what you call being a dumbass. Not once can any Republican or any MAGA tell you where a Democrat tried to take their shit. You've been running on the same... Look, y'all been running on Democrats taking your weapons the same way y'all been talking about Ronald Reagan's fucking trickle-down economics working. It's been going the same way. Same thing. Ronald Reagan said, oh, trickle-down is going to work. The same way Democrats are supposedly going to take your weapons. Crazy thought process, isn't it? Crazy thought process that what people are asking for is for better laws so that you don't have dumbasses like white conservative deranged men shooting up schools, shooting up hospitals, shooting up fucking churches. That's what Democrats is asking for. They're not wanting to take away the weapons from people. They're trying to make sure the people that shouldn't have them don't have access to them. There's a difference. But the thing is like I said, y'all still believe in trickle-down economics. Oh, let's give the corporations more money and they're going to give it back to us. Boy, how has that been working for y'all? Wages haven't gone up. Wages haven't gone up. The price of everything has, though. Imagine the fact that since when was the last time you heard of Democrats? When was the last time you saw Democrats pushing federal officers onto the streets of the United States? When was the last time you seen a Democratic president locking up U.S. citizens because they were brown? Please, I just enlighten me for a bit. Just enlighten me, MAGA. Just enlighten me for a bit. When was the last time you seen any Democratic president have this much issues with American-born citizens? Shit, you've had more deaths due to ICE in the past year than you have in the past 2 decades. Which is crazy to me because MAGA always likes to seem and insinuate like Donald Trump, like this is his first time. Donald Trump was doing just fine with immigration last time. What happened this time? All of a sudden it's let's change the rules? He was following the rules just fine the first administration, or did y'all forget he had a first administration? It's always the same rhetoric with MAGA, the same hypocrisy. You're hypocrites towards everything. Imagine this, right? You notice how MAGA is so upset at Somalians and the fraud? You notice how they've been mad at that this whole time? They've been mad at Minnesota, this supposed fraud, and be like, oh my god, Somalians are taking all these millions, Somalians is running fake daycares. It was just like, how do you have a fake daycare that gets cited for problems that it's having? How are you not a real daycare if you're getting citations for some infraction? Meaning you are being checked on, meaning that you are having some sort of fucking problem with the kids you have there. Meaning they're not fake. Because how the hell are you getting cited for something that's not real? So you mean to tell me that they went through the process of making sure that the people investigating these daycares decided to create fake claims to fake the fact that they were kids in there? MAGA, y'all the same people that have a problem with people going into school. You know what's funny to me? The Don't Tread on Me community, the Don't Tread on Me community is the same community that wants people to just walk into their kids' school. Random people. Don't even have a kid in there. The Don't Tread on Me community is okay with random people going into their kids' schools. Isn't that kind of ass backwards, MAGA? Don't tread on me, small government. You know what? Let's have some random motherfucker with a camera and a couple of other grown men walk into a school of little children. That's crazy. See now, and I love it because the thing is the goalpost always changes. Now it's like if you got 90 kids, you got 20. Is that normal? I thought there was no kids. So now you went from saying that there was no kids at the daycare to now there was kids at the daycare, but they're getting overpaid for the kids. So which lie is it? Why is it y'all can't? It's like every time MAGA gets called out on a talking point that they want to run with, the goalpost just has to be fucking kicked off. I was like, let's kick it to this level now. Let's kick it over here because it's fake. There's no kids. But now there is kids and they're getting paid for more kids. Which one is it? You can't have no kids and be a fake place, but then get paid for kids that are there. Which one is it? How was it that you can't find kids, but then you're getting paid for kids, but then there's kids in the. Oh no, they don't talk about the white lady. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about the ringleader of this fraud being a white lady running a nonprofit. We don't talk about that, right? The American citizen that was running the fraud. We don't talk about that, right? We want to talk about everybody else. But we're going to fail to mention that the person running the whole thing was a white woman running a nonprofit. But let's blame all the Somalians, right? Let's blame all the Somalians. It was just like the funniest thing to me about MAGA and this whole Minnesota situation is that even it already came out that the Minnesota Republicans in their state Congress got with Nick Shirley to help him produce this nonsense. So imagine this, that you are a Republican in the state's Congress, but instead of actually making a bill or proposing something to the Department of Justice within their state, they went to a no-name YouTuber for a case that was already handled? So you mean, hold on. You mean to tell me that this white lady was already convicted and charged of running fraud with the daycare centers through Somalians, was already convicted and charged, and the Minnesota Republican congressman and woman didn't know about that already. So they decided to talk with Nick Shirley so that Nick Shirley can make up some information that was already public. God damn, you gotta be stupid to be Republican, huh? That's a certain level of just stupid, isn't it? Ironic, isn't it? It's just like, damn, you you've already reported on this stupidity. You've already been caught with this stupidity. And then you want to replay it again so that MAGA tries to act like they know what the fuck they talking about. Isn't that interesting? MAGA, how is it that you... It was just like, look, I've never seen, it was just like, have you ever seen any federal investigation where you see the federal person commit a crime and it not get investigated? When has that ever happened? Only this administration can pull that off. It's only happened during this administration where you have a blatant incident. No matter how you want to see it. What's up, Emma? And we already know how MAGA sees it. He got hit by a car. He had internal bleeding. Did you see the picture that Department of Homeland Security posted on Twitter about his internal bleeding? I'm guessing, I did slip up and I said internal hearing. Because y'all did notice how it was a fucking Apple fucking charger that he had on his fucking arm on that picture? That Department of Homeland Security tried to do. And not even did they show his leg, they were showing his arm. How you showing internal bleeding of your arm when you got hit in your leg? It's awfully confusing, isn't it, MAGA? Oh, look, there's internal bleeding of his arm. But his arm didn't get hit. I thought his leg got hit. How come we didn't see a bruise? Imagine that this is the second fucking time you get hit by a car. And you left the crime scene? Oh, you can see internal bleeding. You can see internal bleeding. So I got a question for you, Sarita. You got hit so hard by a vehicle that you got no bruise on your leg, but ended up with internal bleeding? That's crazy. That's the first ever. What is it with y'all Republicans? What y'all be putting in y'all food? What y'all Republicans be putting in y'all food? Because y'all be having some fucking X-Men character traits like crazy. You got Donald Trump that can regrow a fucking ear. You got this dude that gets internal bleeding from getting hit by a car, but gets no bruise on his leg because he got hit by a car. And then they show you his arm. What the fuck? Like, what do y'all put? What do these people get fed? What up, Pedro? What do these people get fed? What do you feed, MAGA? What do you feed these people? Imagine you got hit by a car, no bruise, and internal bleeding. Now, if you got hit in the stomach or something and internal bleeding, that's one thing. You still gonna have a bruise. How the fuck you got hit by a car that ran you over or basically almost, took you out, but you got no bruises? Shit, we haven't even seen this man again. This man fled the scene of a crime. Imagine if you hit somebody with a car and you left the scene. Wouldn't you be charged with like murder or something, or attempted murder, or maybe even manslaughter? Or fleeing from a scene of a crime? Nothing? Nothing, MAGA. Y'all ain't seen nothing wrong. The group of Law and Order that believes in law and order all the time didn't see anything wrong with this whole situation. That's called a hematoma that shows bruises from the outside. Okay, so where's his bruises? You know what? You could have even bullshitted me and showed me the last time he got hit by a car where he supposedly took injuries too. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not even Joshua. It was just like it's not even grasping at straws. Because the thing is to be grasping at straws, you would at least be able to drink something. These motherfuckers ain't got no cup to drink out of. There's nothing that makes sense for any of the straws they trying to pull on. Imagine trying to sip on something that don't exist. That's where we at right now with MAGA. Shit that don't exist, they just keep on bullshitting because they saw something. I was just like, I never seen somebody get hit that hard with anything. Imagine you getting hit by a car. And I know some people have gotten hit by a car or even grazed by a car. There's a sign of it. There's some sort of sign of it. You're not going to tell me you just got hit by a car and nothing. Scot-free. Walked away. Got in your car like nothing happened. And then the funnier part is that my man didn't limp in. My man didn't do a motherfucking thing. Imagine the fact that you saw that the other fucking officers was like, oh shit, and they ran to their car. Knowing damn well that procedures and standard operating procedures of any federal officer or any officer, if you injure somebody, first you got to make sure that they're not there, and then you render care. He did nothing. The man thought that he shot her 3 times in the face and then decided, you know what, I'm going to get the fuck up out of here. Not make a statement. Oh, and then the thing is remember how he went to get medical care, but no hospital has any report of him showing up? I thought he was taken into the hospital for his internal bleeding. But there's no hospital that admitted Jonathan Ross. So what hospital did he go to? Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. So you lied. You left the scene of a crime. You left the scene of a crime. You had emergency services check you out. Because remember, the same emergency services that they didn't allow Renee Good to get. Because remember, there was a physician there. And they didn't even let him check on her. But even while that had already happened, Jonathan Ross had already left. Even while there was a physician trying to attend to Renee Good to see if she can be helped, he had already left the scene. So not only did you not render any care to the woman when there was somebody that was there that could have helped, you decided to flee the scene. Mind you, remember the fact that Donald Trump said that he got viciously run over? You notice how many dumb MAGA fucktards decided to believe that? Oh my God, he got ran over. I was just like, for an intelligent person, when somebody hears, oh shit, he got ran over, at least one tire. At least your foot. Something was under the vehicle for you to be run over. You can't be run over when you're standing on the side popping off 3 shots. I've never seen somebody get run over while standing next to the car. Have you? Have you ever seen that? Because I've never seen that shit. That's some movie shit. Like I said, I don't know what the fuck MAGA be eating, but yeah, y'all be having some superhuman fucking characteristics. This dude is able to fucking dodge, plant himself, shoot 3 shots. Donald Trump is able to shoot, get shot in the ear this way, have blood coming out the opposite way, and then not even have a fucking mark or a bruise. Shit, did Donald Trump even get checked for fucking internal bleeding? I don't even think Donald Trump had internal bleeding. I know it was his ear. But damn, if you had so much fucking blood coming out, holy shit. You had so much blood coming out that it came out the opposite way. Now I know you dumb fucking Second Amendment idiots know how to shoot a gun. And y'all fired a gun. And y'all shot those things plenty of fucking times. And I bet you, I can bet you, not one of you motherfuckers has ever gone and taken any target practice at anything, and the fucking projectile made the fucking shit go forward. Not one. Please tell me what the... Y'all must have been watching... You know what it was? Y'all remember that movie? Y'all remember the movie about... what was it? With Angelina Jolie? What was it? Wanted? With the curving bullets? That's the type of shit y'all must have had. That shit must have circulated his head, came around from the back, came through the back, hit him on the top of the ear, towards the front to have his blood going this way. Imagine... Yo, imagine the fact that you got fired upon and the back of your head had no blood. How the fuck? Who the fuck did this do? Wolverine? On some Sabretooth shit? Like, who the fuck? Now, you gotta be dumb enough to be a Second Amendment holder and user and tell me that somebody got fired upon from the front to the back, but the blood went forward. Come on now. See, and it's funny because the thing is that's the go-to for MAGA. When MAGA knows they ain't got nothing to say, both sides are doing it. Both sides are wrong. Oh my God, both sides are terrible. When MAGA ain't got shit to fucking say to explain they fucking dumbass fucking reasoning and following. Oh my God, you gotta remember the Democrats are bad too. Like, shut the fuck up. Just admit you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Just admit you stupid. That's it. Just say that. We would save so much time. You stupid. You believed it. You got lied to. That's it. You know how simple it was? Yo, I got lied to in that case. It was like, you know what? You're right. Look how easy that would have been and how much you would have avoided looking like a damn fucking fool. Because now all of a sudden when MAGA gets put into a position where they can't explain everything, but Joe Biden... But Barack Obama deported people too. What the fuck are y'all complaining about? If Barack Obama was fucking deporting people, isn't that what y'all fucking wanted? So how the fuck you complaining about the person doing the same thing that your guy's doing? Did y'all ever fucking think of that? You want to complain that Barack Obama was doing the same thing, but he was doing it with due process and he actually deported more. So what exactly are you fucking complaining about? I'm sorry, but that shit, it just doesn't make any sense to me. That shit purely does not make any sense where y'all come up with this nonsense and then the first thing to do is just like, y'all complain about anything that'll make yourselves look like the victim. At every point. Oh, see, that's the thing. Like, look. Comment says, if it don't make sense, it's because I'm ignorant. I'm the ignorant one that believes internal bleeding without having to go to the hospital. Wouldn't his leg be like super fucked up right now if he had internal bleeding this whole fucking time? But I'm the ignorant one. I'm the one that believes in the fucking regrowing ear cartilage. But I'm the ignorant one. I'm the one that believed that Pocahontas and John Smith were collecting Social Security checks. I'm the ignorant one. I'm the one that believed that fucking transgender mice were waking up in the morning, going to school, coming back a different gender, and getting paid for it. But I'm the ignorant one. I'm the one that didn't know that the Somalian fraud was run by a white lady in a nonprofit. But I'm the ignorant one. I'm the one that has a problem with immigrants in this country, but I have no problem with the fact that both wives of the president and vice president are immigrants. But I'm the ignorant one. I'm the ignorant one that wants to complain about the fact that supposedly immigrants is stealing the houses, but they ain't got the fucking money to actually buy anything because they on benefits. So I'm the ignorant one. I'm the one that also believes that motherfucking people on SNAP benefits is out here buying $500,000 homes. But I'm the ignorant one. I'm also the dumbass ignorant one that decided, you know what? I'm actually gonna put my tips that I get in cash on my W-2. But I'm the ignorant one. I'm the one that believes that all these people are undocumented, but I've been able to find them through the IRS. I've been able to find them through their fucking jobs, but I'm the ignorant one. I'm the ignorant one that went through these fucking people's taxes, found out that they were paying their taxes, but they were illegal the whole time. I'm the ignorant one. Oh. I'm also the one that looked at all the Epstein files and said, oh no, Donald Trump isn't in here. But I'm the ignorant one. I'm the one that wants to listen to a man that was a heroin addict and had fucking psychiatric fucking assistants to be the fucking biggest doctor in the fucking country when they actually have Dr. Oz as an actual doctor. But you put this guy instead, and I'm the ignorant one. I gotta talk like this, and I'm gonna tell you that my medical advice is better than... Bitch, I can't even understand half of the fucking things that man says, and you mean to tell me that's the fucking medical advice I should be taking for this country? From a person that wants to swim in toxic water? But I'm the ignorant one. I got fucking Pete Hegseth confirming shit and having his fucking wife on the fucking Signal chat, having this whole fucking conversation, but I'm the ignorant one. I'm also the one that has never served in this country. Mind you, I have, because I'm an Army veteran. But y'all gonna tell me the ones that was too tough to join, the ones that don't tread on me, the ones that won't even sign up thinking that they gonna take over Venezuela, and I'm the ignorant one? I'm the one that also believes in this male loneliness epidemic when they don't understand the fact that if you don't treat women like they supposed to, they not gonna want to fuck you. But I'm the ignorant one. God damn. Should I continue? I think I just went on 5 minutes of how ignorant I am and how stupid I am of not knowing a motherfucking thing, huh? Oh, let's not forget, I'm also the same ignorant one that saw a kid at the state of address that had brain cancer and was a survivor, and then had the funding for it cut. But I'm the ignorant. I'm also the ignorant one that decided, oh shit, I'ma get no tax on overtime, right? And not read the actual paperwork that says you only getting the 0.5 of the time and a half. Only the half, and only 20. But I'm not ignorant enough to not know that you making more money only puts you in a higher tax bracket, which makes you owe even more money. But I'm the ignorant. I'm the one that's okay with subsidies being removed for the healthcare that your bitch ass red states fucking obtain and use to make sure they don't lose their prescriptions, make sure they don't lose none of their shit. But I'm the ignorant one. Hold on. Even better. I'm the one that has lived in a Republican state, has been governed by Republican representation, but blames the Democrats. But I'm the ignorant one. Hot damn. Whew. It's tough being ignorant, huh? Are we still there? We still not there? I'm, I'm the ignorant one that wants to go and arrest all sorts of American citizens before I arrest the people that are on the fucking Epstein list that have been confirmed. But I'm the ignorant one. Me. I'm also the same ignorant one that has had over 70% confirmed by the Department of Homeland Security, exemplifying and stating and proving that the 70% of the people that they have arrested have no criminal records, have no convictions, and have not been in any kind of charges. But they're the worst of the worst. And I'm the ignorant one. I'm the same ignorant one that we can go and fuck anybody up, right? But we decided to go get the fucking president of Venezuela before we went and got the fucking gang leader of Tren de Aguas in the same country. But I'm the ignorant one. I'm the ignorant one. Damn. Oh yeah, Pedro, you're right. It's ignorant. I'm not ignorant. I'm ignorant. Ain't that a bitch? That's a lot of fucking ignorance that I be showing. Damn, that's a record for my ignorance. I can't even think of the other ignorance. Hold on, let me see. What else can I think of my ignorance that I continue to have? All right, ignorant in the chat, y'all. Ignorant in the chat. I guess I'm ignorant. I'm not even ignorant, because they probably do spell it like ignorant because they don't even know how to spell the actual fucking word. But it's okay. Oh, thank you for that, vegan. I'm so ignorant that I believe that blowing up boats in the middle of the fucking ocean is gonna stop all the shit coming into this country. Let's start another round. I am so ignorant. You know how ignorant I am? That we have a problem with these people trafficking stuff into our country, that I am going to pardon a president that was confirmed and convicted of bringing 400 tons of it into our country. But I'm ignorant. I'm the ignorant one. I'm the ignorant. Hold on. I am so ignorant that Donald Trump has pardoned nothing but fucking fraudsters the past 3 fucking weeks. But the Somalians are the problem. That's how ignorant I am. I went off after a whole group because of the fact that I have a representative that's from the Somalian descent that don't take his bullshit. That's how ignorant I am. That they had to try to frame the whole fucking state of Minnesota for fraud, yet Donald Trump is fucking pardoning people in fraud. You know that he just pardoned? This is how ignorant I am. That I didn't even realize that he has pardoned the same person twice for fraud. Once in 2020, she got pardoned by him. She then went again and committed the same fucking fraud. And he pardoned her again. That's how fucking ignorant I am. Bro, yeah, look at y'all probably looking up the word ignorant and it has to show a picture of me. It got to. It got to have a picture of me now. There has to be a picture of me now. It's just like this ignorant. Oh, that's Cruz right there. You don't even have to question that. That's how ignorant he is. There's a picture of this motherfucker now in there. Just look it up. Probably Google fucking ignorant, not ignorant, ignorant, and you probably see my mug up there like this. Come on now. I was like, you notice how funny? You notice? Zariah. Thank you. I'm about to throw my glasses how ignorant I am. I'm so ignorant that I had a famous white Green Bay Packers quarterback commit fraud from the state of Mississippi to build his daughter a fucking volleyball court. But I ain't say shit because of how goddamn ignorant I am. What was that? Oh, ain't got shit to say? Damn. You did. Woo. You see how ignorant I am? I'm so ignorant that MAGA can't even compare my ignorance to theirs. They got awfully quiet, didn't they? We just had a whole fucking, like 10 minutes of fucking how ignorant I am that MAGA don't even know how ignorant I can be. Yeah. Thank you for that one too. The January 6th. I totally forgot about January 6th. It was like, I'm so ignorant. I'm so ignorant. I should make this like a fucking series. I'm so ignorant that I don't have a problem with people breaking into the Capitol building, tasing police officers, federal officers, threatening to hang the vice president. But when I'm outside peacefully protesting, that's wrong. That's how ignorant I am. So wrong to just stand outside in the cold. That's how ignorant I am. That it's okay for you to break into a shit. Fucking game show. Make this shit a fucking Jeopardy, but how ignorant am I for $200? Categories, January 6th. Categories, fraud. Category, real injuries. Category, should I even put Trump University? Or does that should be like Charlie Kirk / Trump University? Because, people that are so ignorant that they can't make it through college, but they say it's so bad for you. Let's see. He said not real injuries. That's not that you can't have that. Trump University too. Trump University is another one. That's another one. Your education. I forgot. I am so ignorant that all the people I follow send their kids to a university, but they telling me I shouldn't send mine. That's how ignorant I am. That's like university 10. That's like university for like 400 right there. That's university for 400. Oh, no. He said not even. I'm so ignorant that I believe in a president that deferred from joining the military 5 different times because he had bone spurs. But he loved the troops. I am so ignorant that I actually believe that the $1,776 that was given to the military was actually because Donald Trump wanted to give it to him. And not the fact that that was money that was already supposed to be given to him, as Congress had already signed it before he was even president to receive for housing assistance. That's how ignorant I am. I'm so ignorant that I decided to bring one of the Al Qaeda leaders into the fucking White House after this man had fucking killed, murdered, and plotted to kill more American fucking soldiers. That's how fucking ignorant I am. Sweet. Oh shit. Oh, yo, I love y'all. Y'all know that I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all got this. I'm telling you, we're gonna make this a fucking game show. Thanks to y'all, this is gonna be a fucking game show. I'm so ignorant that I believed Stephen Miller and Donald Trump when they said I was gonna get a $5,000 Doge check because of all the money they saved. That's how ignorant I am. Matter of fact, I'm so ignorant that I thought Elon Musk, an immigrant that came here on a school visa, broke his shit, started working, lied through his process, is still a fucking American now, but ain't nothing wrong with him, because I'm ignorant. Matter of fact, I am so ignorant that I decided that immigration was such a problem that I had no problem with white South Africans being brought over here because they were going through what was it? Persecution? Was it persecution? Was it persecution? I can't remember. That's how ignorant I am. That's how ignorant I am that I can't even remember which fucking reason it was that these people supposedly had reason to come over here, but everybody else had to go. Imagine that I am so ignorant that I believe that the United States wanted to liberate the people of Venezuela, but 3 months prior, I decided to revoke all their fucking visas. Hate that a bitch. Oh yeah, genocide. Oh, I forgot it was genocide. My bad. Sorry. I was so ignorant that I totally missed all of Palestine being wiped out. That's how ignorant I was. I missed all that. They weren't being persecuted. Shit, they weren't even being allowed to get food. I was that ignorant. Matter of fact, I'm so ignorant that I believe that my heritage is of a flag and a group of Confederates that lasted maybe 3 years, but have to tell everybody else to get over it. That's how ignorant I am. I've been on TikTok longer than the fucking Confederacy lasted. That ain't heritage. That's ignorance. That's beyond fucking ignorance. You know how bad that is that I've been on fucking TikTok longer than the fucking Confederacy even fucking lasted, and here you are rocking. I'm so yo, I'm so ignorant that I got a participation trophy by receiving the fucking Nobel Peace Prize from somebody that had already won it. That's how ignorant I am. Couldn't even fucking win it myself. That's how ignorant I couldn't even win it myself. I had to get a participation trophy and had that shit handed to me after the fact. How the fuck you get a participation Nobel Peace Prize? Like, the fuck? Obama didn't get no participation. Well, they just gave it to him. He didn't go crawling to somebody else and be like, oh my God, I know I deserved it. For what, bro? How the fuck you want to talk about the Nobel? I'm so ignorant that I believe I should have won the Nobel Peace Prize, and here I am threatening to fucking invade Greenland. Who the fuck fights with Greenland? Bro, Greenland don't even talk to nobody. Who the fuck? Matter of fact, which one of y'all know somebody from Greenland? Because I think that's one of the one countries I'm yet to meet a motherfucker from. Anybody? Anybody? Anybody ever meet somebody that says, oh, I'm from Greenland? That's one. Now that I think about it, I've never heard of somebody. Does anybody in chat? There's 63 of y'all. He beefing with a population of 10,000 people. Anybody in here know a person from Greenland? Now I'm asking this here. I lived in fucking Germany for 4 fucking years, and I never heard of a fucking person tell me I'm from Greenland. I met a motherfucker from Iceland before. That's I'm so ignorant that they think Africa's a country. Look, Cobra, I'm so ignorant I can't even tell you where Venezuela is. That's how ignorant I am, right? Damn. You notice how look, imagine me being so ignorant that the person that called me ignorant ain't even here no more. That's how ignorant I am. That the motherfucker that called me ignorant ain't even here no more. Ain't that crazy? Imagine being so ignorant that the ignorant motherfucker decides, damn, he ain't that ignorant after all, and he leaves. Like, Soggy, that one's for you. I'm so ignorant, I had to call the president of fucking Puerto Rico. This motherfucker was playing phone tag. How the fuck you play phone tag with yourself? How the fuck you even do that off the same phone? This motherfucker probably had the fucking phone looking at him, and he had it on FaceTime and didn't call nobody. I'm sorry. Like, I'm a fuck. But I'm so ignorant. Oh shit! Damn. Hey y'all, these motherfuckers is about to fucking give me some warning or some shit. If y'all haven't followed me, go in my bio. Follow me on YouTube. You can watch me on YouTube. Oh my god. So if you're enjoying and ever need to find out how ignorant you really are, you can go on YouTube. The video will be out later today, and you'll be able to watch how ignorant you are, and you can help me create this game show so we can keep on running it. And we could just make it the fun. I'm telling you, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. It's gonna make it a game show. How ignorant can you be? He's like, I'm a first time listener. Hey, look, if this is your first time here, I'm a person that likes to have fun. I like to talk shit to these people because they deserve to be talked to. But the problem I have for being, too ignorant is the fact that MAGA don't like that I'm too ignorant for them. So sometimes they like to mass report me, and sometimes I'll be having a good time. You can ask the people that's always here, and next thing you know, my shit disappears because they'll just straight up ban me. So I'm just saying that this is something that I do this consistently. And if you're new here, same thing I always say. Same thing I always say. You don't have to gift here. No gifting here. If you want to gift, a heart me. If you want to help me, hit the like button, give me a heart me. You don't need to do any kind of gifts here. I'm not here for the gifts. This is something that you should be doing, and anybody that has the ability to do so should be doing. There's no need for gifts here. Here, all I ask for is that fucking heart me so I can make that half a cent, and that's it. That half a cent, like the live, share the live, that's it. You don't have to do no gifting here. I don't want the gifts. If you want to support me, follow me on YouTube, just in case these assholes decide to fucking get rid of my channel, and just fucking like and heart me. That's it. That's it. You don't need to do anything else. So heart me is fine. All it's gonna cost you is that half a cent. That's it. It's half a cent. That's all I'm getting out of y'all. Half a cent. That's all I'm asking for. The rest, I do this shit for free. I will continue to be this ignorant for the whole time. I, I'm so ignorant that all medical, now that you say that, sir, I'm so ignorant that all medical fucking doctors said that Tylenol does not cause autism, but I'm stuck on stupid. That's how ignorant I am.
Cause I wanna listen to some guy. I wanna listen to some guy that talks like this. It looks like he belongs in the fucking 80s commercial with those fucking don't smoke.
Bro, that shit scared the shit out of me when I first fucking saw it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I first saw that motherfucker with a fucking hole in their chest talking about, I gotta talk like this. And then I heard this motherfucker talk, I was like, golly, we doomed. I'm sorry. I'm so ignorant that I chose the fucking wife of a WWE, a person that runs fake entertainment, to run schools. That's how ignorant I am. That's how ignorant. She said he sound like the villain from G.I. Joe. Bruh. It's just like I like WWE, bro. Oh, I'm so look, put it like I'm so ignorant that I believe a woman that is going on fucking a nationwide tour with pyrotechnics, fucking guest appearances, is grieving. That's how ignorant I am. That motherfucker look like a celebration to me. That you don't fucking grieve like that. Not with no pyrotechnics and having fucking guests. Who the fuck has a guest appearance? Who the fuck goes on tour? Talk about my husband died. I'm on tour. Oh, I'm so ignorant that I believe Stephen fucking Megamind Miller is the supreme race. Stephen Megamind fucking Miller is the supreme race. Come on now, y'all. Yep. Don't even get me started with eyeliner Vance. Don't get me started with eyeliner Vance. Don't you disrespect Megamind. My bad. I'll leave Megamind alone. He's a person, not a race. Y'all think y'all should listen to a person that doesn't even have a valid hairline, don't even look at himself in the mirror, and looks like he may weigh 100 pounds while wet. And that's who you want to listen to? Ah, man. Yo, I'm so ignorant that I went to Yale and didn't know that federal officers do not have full immunity. I'm talking about eyeliner Vance, because he graduated from Yale. And he's the vice president. It's always yo. I'm gonna do this. I am so ignorant. You know what? I'm so ignorant that I have to keep asking if I know what a woman is or if men can have babies. That's how ignorant I am. It was just like, if you don't get any pussy, just say that, bro. Just say that. Just say you don't get any. It's okay. It's okay. Since you don't know what a woman looks like and you go after femboys, it's okay. You must be popular in Thailand, ain't you? With them lady boys? That's what it is, right? You must be popular with them shits. You must be popular in Thailand. That's your go-to trip, right? Find those lady boys, because that's how come you're always so confused as to How come? What's a woman? Only Republicans. Why is it that only MAGA and Republicans are the only ones that are so ignorant that they don't know what a woman is? Is it because y'all on Grindr all the time shutting it down, or y'all only do that at Republican conventions? Y'all don't do that out in the open. Y'all just wait till it's a congregation of y'all, and then y'all. That's what it is. Is that what it is? Oh, okay, okay. What's women but secretly? What's women but a guy got a Grindr account? Mm, mm. That's how ignorant people are, I guess. That's how ignorant I am. The misinformation of congregation. That's the new album coming out. That's their Soggy. That's the response to fucking to Lauryn Hill's Miseducation. It's the misinformation of congregation. Album dropping with Nelly, Kid Rock, and Ludacris on the cover. Oh. Damn, I gotta set up a game show. I said I gotta set up a game show. I gotta fucking make the album cover. Like, damn, bro. Y'all making me busy, man. Y'all making me do too much. I don't know if I got enough time for that, man. I ain't got all that time, man. Y'all think I got all this time to do all this shit? Damn, featuring Ludacris. No, Ludacris is the main artist. Oh no, he's just gonna be featured because he bitched out because he realized what he was. He was so ignorant. He didn't realize that the black community was not gonna fuck with him anymore. That's how ignorant MAGA can be. That he completely forgot. Completely forgot. Ain't that crazy? And then you got it must look, the album cover is gonna be Nelly, Ludacris, Calvin Brodus, and Kid Rock. And if y'all don't know who Calvin Brodus is, oh, and Nicki Minaj, I forgot. I forgot about Nicki. I am so ignorant. No, that's Calvin Brodus. I don't call him Snoop Dogg anymore. It's Calvin Brodus. That's his actual name. Oh, I forgot. This is another one. I am so ignorant that I am going to run across the country on tour for my grieving husband, and then my special guest is going to be a person that is an immigrant. You can't make this shit up. You just can't. Can't make this shit up. You just can't make this shit up. You talk about fucking. I'm so ignorant. I want the border to be fixed, but my fucking team mascot is a fucking Trinidadian person that isn't even an American citizen. Hot damn. Like, come on, man. Bro, that's a lot of ignorance I got, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't even know what else to say. I really don't. We just ran literally for like a good 15 minutes of how ignorant MAGA can be. Yeah, artist hate. MAGA's best artist, an immigrant. Like, how the fuck? Like, the person that has done the most, immigrant. Where they do that at? Where the fuck they do that at? Zaria, I am usually on. I try to be on during the day. Usually it's earlier in the morning. But if not, like I said, if you happen to miss it, make sure to check me out on YouTube. I have my YouTube. It's in the link. Y'all can check it out through there. That's the best way in case you do miss it. You can rewatch the episode or basically the stream. I try to be as consistent. I try to be Monday through Friday. I don't do weekends. I'm a family person. I'm a family man. I like to spend time with the family on the weekends. Throughout the week, it's literally in the mornings or a little bit in the afternoon, some point during the day. Uh, I'm here for it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm here for it. I ain't going nowhere. That's why I just say follow me on YouTube, because the thing is I've gotten a couple of strikes because of, my ignorance, because, I'm ignorant. But then the fact that I'm so ignorant causes them to try to, stop me from talking. Was it Venezuela? No, Venezuela was liberated from a dictator that was neck and neck with the Tren de Aguas fucking gang, but we only got the president and not the person that we caused and created a state of emergency for. Because remember, we're in a state of emergency because Tren de Aguas is taking over the country. Matter of fact, oh shit, that just brought up some more ignorance. I'm so ignorant that I believe these Somalians are eating the cats and dogs. Forget about that. I ain't forget. I ain't forget. I'm that ignorant. I ain't forget about that shit. Oh, the Haitians. It was a Haitian. My bad. My bad. Mel, I gotta say, they all look the same, right? Isn't that how ignorant I am? Don't they all look the same? Isn't that the ignorant thing to say? No, that's not what I'm supposed to say. No, not. I'm not that ignorant. I can't say that. But I got white friends. I can't say. I can't say that. Dang. I'm running out of shit to be ignorant about. It's just like, damn, it's getting tough out. I'm just saying. But I got some of them as friends. That don't count. I can't say those things because they my friends though. I got them as friends. I got them as friends. I can't say that. I thought I could say that. I thought that gave me a free ride to say that. No, dang. Oh, but I am also that ignorant that these same Venezuelans are still in Colorado. Remember that apartment complex that they took over? I'm guessing they still haven't left. I haven't heard about them. I haven't heard of the fucking National Guard going to get them out either. I'm just saying. That's how ignorant I am. Crazy, huh? They still there, ain't they? I'm telling you, these people. Sure. Hold on. I am so ignorant that I believe there is a male loneliness epidemic. That's how ignorant I am. That I believe there's a male loneliness epidemic. I think that one takes the top. I think that one takes the top part. Ty, I believe the National Guard was gonna. I believe the National Guard was going to clean up our streets by fighting crime and not actually cleaning up the streets. That's how ignorant I am. They were cleaning up crime, all right. Whoever was loitering, I guess, or littering, I guess, that's the only thing they fucking cleaned up because I ain't seen no arrests or nothing. Hi, Vegas. I'm just saying, it's just crazy when you see it that way, and it's just like, man, y'all can't be serious right now, can you? You really serious about this? I'm just like, imagine. That's the funny thing is, that's the funniest part about all of this. The person that wanted to say I was ignorant left as soon as I started talking about how ignorant I was. Motherfucker just disappeared. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Nah, I was just waiting for. You know what I was waiting for, Ty? I was literally waiting for that restriction. But the thing is, well, I don't know. I was actually waiting for the restriction because usually by now, I'm surprised. I'm surprised I'm still talking to y'all on here. I really am. I'm surprised I'm talking to y'all on here. I really am. I was like, I wasn't expecting to be on this long. Once I started that ignorant stuff, I was just like, I'm thinking, damn, these motherfuckers gonna get me quick. These motherfuckers are just waiting for me to say something. Green Day is opening the Super Bowl. What? What? When did that happen? Now that you mention it, Ty. Hasagi, I'm so ignorant that I didn't want somebody non-American to perform at the Super Bowl. That's how ignorant I am. You gotta be fucking dumb, bro. Yeah. That's how ignorant I am. I didn't want a non-American performing at the Super Bowl. The craziness about that is just like the fact that it was just like you have to question what some of these people know, because the fact that you didn't know that Puerto Rico was a territory, the fact that you didn't know that the Bad Bunny, the highest played person worldwide, not like it's just in the country or just in Puerto Rico, worldwide, is American. The the fact that you think you are going to make an alternate Super Bowl presentation and you think it's going to be watched more than the actual Super Bowl presentation. Like, imagine being that ignorant that you didn't realize that the Department of Education had nothing to do with how stupid your state is. That's wild. That's a wild one. That's a wild one. That's crazy. Yeah, I can't, man. It's just like you come up with this shit. It's just like, come on, man. Y'all didn't know Puerto Ricans was fucking citizens. You don't know that Puerto Ricans are citizens. You probably questioning every other person that's a territory if they're a citizen or not knowing that they're a citizen. Mind you, most of these dumb fucks can't even tell you where the fucking shit is on a fucking map. Even if you told them what the Caribbean is, they still don't know what the Caribbean is. Like, how the fuck do you have these people here and these are the people that's supposed... No, Jay Bird, remember, 47 talk... Donald Trump talked to the president of Puerto Rico. Did you not remember that? He had a whole fucking conversation with the president of Puerto Rico. Whole conversation. Not even like he said, yeah, I called him up. Nah, I spoke to him. Excuse me? But then we got supposedly, what's Dementia Joe? Joe Biden never fucking went out and said, I spoke to the president of fucking Puerto Rico. Joe Biden at least knew he was the president of Puerto Rico. He at least knew that. Joe Biden might have been falling asleep. I'll give you that. I'll give him that. He might have been falling asleep. But this motherfucker falls asleep everywhere too. You know, I'm so ignorant that I actually thought I was going to get a tariff refund check. Did y'all hear his latest shit? When he said, who? I said that? When I say that? I don't remember saying that. It's like, hot damn. That man just said, I don't remember saying that. Mag, I'm telling you, Max. Oh, and this is something that y'all should know, right? Um, this is something that y'all need to spread out. This is something like this. This is a more on a more serious thing. This is something y'all gotta make sure y'all let people know when it comes to this healthcare shit and this subsidies thing that they doing. Um, Keep in mind that the Affordable Care Act had these prior subsidies in 2020. Donald Trump eliminated those subsidies also in 2020. These were the remaining ones that they got rid of that they didn't want to extend. Now, what the Republicans are claiming to do is they are adding back the same shit that they took away that Obama had in his, and now they are rewriting it and trying to take credit for it, saying that they are putting them back or implementing them when it was Donald Trump that got rid of them in his first administration. Just so you know that. So that when any Republican tries to tell you that nonsense, it's just like, oh, look, he's at it. No, that was already in there. He removed it during his first administration because he was trying to get rid of Obamacare. And that's when premiums shot up. Remember how premiums shot up during Obama and during Biden and during thing? That was because he got rid of them. Donald Trump did. And now what happens? Now that they're expiring, all of a sudden, they're going to bring them back. No, bitch, they were already there. You took them apart. You made the problem by removing the stuff that was there, and now you're fixing it by putting it back and saying you did it. The same way he did with veterans. And if you're a veteran, I'm sorry. You MAGA, you fucking stupid. I'm a fucking United States veteran too, but I'm not stupid. The whole Mission Act where you got this fucking, free community care or able to get community care, that was Barack Obama. He made the Choice Act. And that's what started community care for VA and veterans. And then what did Donald Trump do? Since it was about to expire, instead of just extending it, he decided to change the name and call it the Mission Act. And then what did all MAGAs like, oh my God, what did Donald Trump do? Shit, that was actually one of the few, the one thing that I actually gave Donald Trump props to. So I would defend him a little when he said he didn't do shit for veterans. And I was just like, nah, he did the Mission Act. But then I went and I did my research and found out that the Mission Act was the Choice Act, which was signed by Barack Obama in 2013. I think it was 2013. And then that was set to expire when Donald Trump came into office. And then what did he do? He just renamed it the Mission Act and tried to say he was helping the veterans. When in actuality, that was Obama that instituted it and started it. A lot of the stuff that Donald Trump does, he just renames it, put it like this. I'm so ignorant at the fact that I believe that Donald Trump actually came up with all these billion-dollar fucking companies coming to build here when Joe Biden signed for that in the Infrastructure and Chips Act to get them to start building here. But what did he do? Came in and he said, nah, we're going to cut this back. But all those fucking businesses that already had promised through Biden, he decided to say, oh, we're bringing trillions of dollars in here. Mind you, we've been making so much money on fucking tariffs that we still broke. Imagine that. We made so much off of you and charging you more money that we still broke. Look, Magna is so ignorant that they actually fucking believed that they were gonna get money. Which bill is that in? The Doge check? The tariff check, now the healthcare check. Everybody should be receiving at least $9,000 on top of everything you have in your taxes. Because remember, if you're getting a $5,000 Doge check that Elon just happened to run away with, that's $5,000. If you're getting $2,000 from your refund check from tariffs, that's $7,000. What else did he offer? He offered another $2,000. Oh no. That's if you get knocked up. If you have a kid, if you decide to get pregnant, you get another $2,000 for having that kid. Oh no. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. The $2,000 came from um. Damn, I just forgot. It just came to my mind. The Pregnant Act. He said the Pregnant Act. No, I'm just saying. And I was like, that's where the $2,000 came from, right? It was Doge 5,000. Oh no. $2,000 for your health care. So you'll be able to afford 3 months of insurance premiums. Then the rest you got to pay out of pocket. Because, you're paying for your health care now. So that $2,000 covers you for 3 months. Then after that, hopefully that no tax on overtime makes you enough money to pay for it. Oh, no, that's right. You're going to pay more taxes because you fell into another tax. Damn. Well, you're going to get money. Don't fucking ask. Stop asking me all these fucking questions. Stop asking all these fucking questions. You're going to get money. Damn it. Y'all going to get some money. Where y'all going to get it from? You asking too fucking much. You going to get money. He ain't going to remember the money he's supposedly giving you, but you going to get money. You going to make some money. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't fucking worry about it. You going to make your money. Donald Trump is a man of his word. What you mean you ain't qualified for VA benefits, Pedro? What you mean? Man, you gotta tune into one of my workshops, man. I do that shit for free. If you got questions, need help fucking filling out your shit, just let me know. You just gotta ask questions. I'll answer. It don't matter. I'm an 100% permanent and total veteran. If y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. And I do workshops. That's what I do. That's what I regularly do. I have my company, and that's what I do throughout my company, is basically helping veterans with their disability claims, their entitlements, their spouses, their dependents, their education benefits, employment benefits. That's what I do regularly. That's my job. Doing this and talking shit to MAGA, I do that shit for free. That's free. That's free of charge. You get to watch this free of charge. There's no charge there. That you get for free. The whole veteran stuff, it was just like, if you want like detail to detail information, I'm sorry, I have to charge. I got to do something. I got to make some money somehow. I don't ask for money here. You ain't gonna hear, here's my PayPal, here's my Venmo, here's my Cash App. You ain't gonna hear none of that shit here. If you ask for it, I'll give it to you. But chances are, I'm not gonna tell you about it anyway. So, like I said, likes, a heart me, and we good to go. Besides that, I don't need anything else, man. Just spread the word, like my introduction says. Tell your friends about me. That's it. That's all I ask. I don't need y'all to come in here and donating and all that stuff. Yep, free education on how stupid racism is and how expensive it becomes. That's it. You don't gotta make money for that. To educate people, you shouldn't have to fucking pay people that much. Unless you're a fucking school teacher, because if you gotta fucking deal with them damn kids, yeah, you deserve to get paid. You deserve that money. I'm sorry, you deserve that money. Me doing this for these dumbass people? No, y'all don't gotta pay me for that. Y'all want to run that penny? Run it. That's crazy. It's crazy to say. Y'all give me a heart me, I get a penny. You know how crazy? I don't even get the penny. I get half of the penny. Y'all gotta give me 2 heart me's for me to make a cent. Just so y'all know. Y'all get me a half penny. Every time y'all give me a heart me, I make a half a penny. So don't think I'm out here balling off of TikTok. I can assure you that ain't happening. I can assure you that ain't happening. You want to contribute, you got to give me 2 roses. Type shit. Oh, what's up, Casey? Come here, Casey. Come here, big boy. Come on, bro. How you gonna ask for pets and then when I want to pick you up, you don't want any? Get your ass on. Say what's up to the people. I don't know if y'all can see him on YouTube. Motherfucker don't want to move. What you want, boy? There's those purrs. Up and papa. Oh, they hear them shits. This is KC, short for Kansas City. This is KC, and the other one is Toothless. KC has surgery tomorrow, so tomorrow most likely y'all will not see me, and I might not just remembered he has surgery tomorrow, so I might not be live. Chances are I probably won't be live because this one got surgery tomorrow. So, yeah, he's a big cat. This is a big cat. He is going to be 11 in March. What happened? There you go, boy. But yeah, that's about it. But it's what it is. It's just, you have to, like I said, it's just like in this moment in time with what's going on in this country, it's just like, it's, I don't know. What's going on in this country right now, people, we need to be able to laugh at times. We need to be able to laugh. A lot of this stuff isn't a laughing matter, but we still have to be able to laugh at things, at people's stupidity and the irony of most of this shit. So we still need to be able to laugh about things and joke here and there. But we also got to realize these are serious times. These are serious things going on. And the thing is we have to speak on it. We have to be able to speak on the injustices. We have to be speaking on it, because if we stay quiet the whole time, it goes untouched. It goes without punishment. It goes without somebody being able to step up against it. So you have to make sure that these people, when they decide to have their ignorance and they want to be disrespectful, derogatory, discriminatory, and just play down pieces of shit, you got to call them out on it. I was just like, do I condone violence? No. Is it needed sometimes? Yes. I was just like, especially on a day like today, most people ain't realize it. And that's why I made the video. I was just like, how come we never celebrated Malcolm X? Same thought process, same thing. He just went about it in a different way. They glorified Martin Luther King because Martin Luther King did it peacefully. It's the only reason they do it. The only reason they glorify Martin Luther King is because he did it peacefully. And it didn't go against their status quo, and it didn't hinder them in any way. It's the only reason why Martin Luther King gets the day he gets, because it's like a way for people to remember. It's like, hey, remember, if you want to be this way, you got to be like Dr. King. You can't be slapping people. You can't be fucking up January 6ers. You can't be doing none of that. That's terrible. You can't have that mentality. That's the wrong thing to do. But Malcolm X was out to do the same thing for the people. He just had it in a fuck around and find out mode, compared to Martin Luther King, which did it in a peaceful manner where, yeah, and the Black Panther Party, you see, the Black Panther Party was made a fucking terrorist organization quick. Yet the KKK has been around for fucking over 100 plus years. If you stand up for what you believe in, and you say what you gotta say and what you believe in, and it's for the people and it's for the right people, you get restricted, you get banned, you get considered violent, you get considered dangerous, because that's the easiest way for them to label you. It's the easiest way. For me, I'm a conspiracy theorist. For me, I'm just ignorant. Y'all saw we had a 15-minute discussion on how ignorant I was. That's why you don't see me getting pushed at everybody. Oh yeah, now Don Lemon. Man, this administration talk about we're gonna go and we're gonna persecute the people that went into the church. But you haven't persecuted the pedophiles. Ain't that a bitch? No, an American villain is a person's hero. I'll say it like that. An American villain tends to be the people's hero. That's what it is. Because it's easy for you to mute somebody. It's easy for you not to talk about somebody. It's easy for them not to be spoken about because they don't want them to be exposed. The same way with the Epstein files. We are literally about to have the United States military trying to control United States citizens. Let that sink in. I serve this country fucking proudly, and I love this country. But for you to tell me that I would be fucking going up against United States citizens, you might as well lock me the fuck up. That's fucking crazy. Cause you don't get your way and you deciding to break the law, you think that you could just overwhelm people. That's the one thing people need to understand. Martial law doesn't work in this country. Not yet, at least. But martial law wouldn't work in this country. This country's way too large for martial law. This country has way too many guns. One thing the Jews didn't have in Germany was guns. One thing the Jewish didn't have in Germany was all this fucking land. Texas is just as big as fucking Europe. So when people were being transported in Germany, they weren't going for long ass trips. It takes you 12 hours to drive. 12 hours to drive across Texas. Now imagine in one of those old ass train cars trying to get across Texas. Mm-hmm. That's what people, and like I said, if people were on my YouTube the other day when I was showing them when I was in Auschwitz and I was showing them the videos and the pictures of all the stuff I saw and the stuff that I actually learned from over there, you would understand that it's not the same situation. Over there, the big difference is like it would basically mean what happened in Germany and what happened in Europe would mean that literally every state that we have in this country would literally round up all its people, put them on trains, and send them to a specific location. That's what that would mean. The same way it happened over there, but that's something that doesn't get taught in history and doesn't get taught by a lot of people anywhere. It doesn't get shown how every single country gave up all their Jewish people because they didn't want war with Germany. The difference that this administration doesn't see is that every state is not just going to walk over or get walked over. Case in point, Minnesota. That's not the first state that's going to do that. There's going to be other states that do the same thing. Wait till they try to go into the South and try to grab people when there are weapons and there's open carry or concealed carry. It works this way when you're in a state like Minnesota or you go into a state like New York or a state like Chicago where the restrictions are greater. Oh yeah, and Virginia just came out. Yeah, Virginia just came out. Her new governor, the first thing she did, one of the first executive orders is saying that she ain't gonna work with ICE. How about that? But that's what people need to understand, that it's just like there's not saying that martial law can't happen. Martial law would have to happen after some time. They would have to stop Minnesota. They would have to conquer Minnesota. Yeah, that's why I'm waiting, Ty. That's why when they went to North Carolina and they saw people had weapons, they took off. They left North Carolina. They're like, we ain't doing this shit. They got guns and shit. We can't do that here. Everywhere else, they ain't got weapons. Not legally, anyway. And a lot of those states, Minnesota is not a concealed carry state. You can have weapons, but it's not concealed carry. Virginia's open carry. North Carolina, I believe, is open carry too. That's why they went in there and they said, he got one, he got one, he got. Yeah, I think we gonna go over there. Let's go back to let's go somewhere else. And that's the thing. So that's why it's important to talk about the ignorance. But that's the thing. It's just like martial law can't happen here until they start making sure that they can just get rid of people. And you have too many people right now that disagree with what the administration is doing. That's the thing. There's too many people in this country. There's 330 million people. And they spread all over the country. And out of these 330 million, there's probably I wouldn't say there's a gun for each person, but there's at least 100 million guns in this fucking country easily. That's just having 100 million people having one. And you know nobody just has one. Ain't nobody just got one. Yeah, so let's be serious. Let's be serious about that. Ain't nobody just carrying one. You ain't just purchased one and said, you know what? I'll stop here. Not never. Not never. Ain't nobody going to purchase one. The first day you go out to that range or wherever you fired it at, you're like, yep, time to get another one. I'm sorry. There's just like, that's one thing probably me and MAGA could probably agree on. You bought that first one, that shit was just like an incentive to was like, yeah, I think I want another one. That's what it is. That's what I'm saying. It's not nobody that has that uses the Second Amendment says, you know what, one and done. That's un-American. That's un-American right there. Fuck out of here with that. That's what you would consider un-American. You only one? You only own one? Fuck is wrong with you? Like, fuck is wrong with you? One? Yeah, I'm done using it. Like, I'm gonna go to this range and I'm gonna just leave it here afterwards. Said no one the fuck ever. The fuck out of here. You bought that first one and you thought about like, damn, do I really need to spend this much money on this shit? And that was just the first one. That was just the first one. You spent that money on it. It's like, shit. This shit need a new stock. The stock. I need a fucking optic. I need a light on this bitch. Fuck. I need to keep buying more ammo. Come on now. That shit. Come on, man. People need to stop playing with that. And MAGA just need to stop playing with the fact that they think that nobody else owns them. That like, come on, stop. Y'all ain't the only ones. You think everybody that goes to a fucking a gun show is just MAGA? You gotta be. That's how ignorant. Matter of fact, that's the ignorant right there. See, Ty, that's the ignorant for 700. You believed that the answer is they believe only they own guns. Answer is, what is MAGA? Like, you dumb fucks. Like, what the fuck? You gotta be that has to be. I got a gun show up. Damn, they must be running the gun shows at the same time. Nah, mine is it this weekend? Oh no, that was this past week. They might have another one though. I'm not sure though. But it was just like, come on now. Come on. I was like, that's the reality of it. You can't be ignorant like that. But the thing is like people need to realize that we can't be ignorant about it either. Yeah, they always do it. They seem to do it all at the same time. It was just like they do it in different locations. Because for me, it's usually at our National Guard Armory. That's where they usually hold it. For me, at least. I don't know Most places they usually do it the same, or it's in a different convention center. But here it's always in the National Guard Armory that they always do it at. Always. That's the go-to location. It seems like, but hey, it is what it is. But they just think that they're the only people doing it, and that's something that is just like that. Ignorance is it's crazy, but it's in a flea market. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna happen because the thing is that's what this country loves to do. They love to purchase it. They love to do it, and people, like I said, nobody just says, you know what, I'm gonna just have one. Maybe you might have one of each type. That might be it. One of each type. That sounds more reasonable. You got one of each type, but ain't fuck no way you just gonna be like, I got one. You can go to Walmart too. You can go to Walmart get that, but my Walmart to get some shit. I don't need to go to Walmart. I got a fucking Dick's Sporting Goods. I got a fucking Academy. I got fucking shit. I could just go on base. All I gotta do is go back on base. I get my shit tax free. The fuck? Man, I'm gonna own one and I get them tax free. The fuck? You got me fucked up. Think I'm a shy away from tax free weapons. You got me fucked up. The fuck? Shit. Most of y'all don't know that, huh? Can buy. There's more shit. Bro, there's more shit watching you in the fucking baby formula aisle than there is you buying the weapon. You can go to the exchange, Pedro. You can even order that shit online. If you a vet, as long as you have your information and all that shit is there, you can order your shit online and then go pick it up at the exchange. That's what people don't know. That people be like, what? Y'all can do that? Yeah, we can do that. We serve this country. They gonna give us something. You imagine serving this country and them telling them, nah, you can't buy a weapon. Ah, boy. she. she. That would be wild. That would be some wild shit right there. You a U.S. veteran talking about you can't buy no weapons. If you don't get the fuck out my face, get the fuck out my face, that bullshit. And I was like, and that's it, man. It's just like people. Those are the things. That's the thing that most people don't understand. But it's just like, hey, how did they talk women into not breastfeeding? Huh? Yeah, see, that's the thing. When you get shit, you can get a fucking the 50 cal sniper is fucking 13,000 if you want. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And see, yeah. Oh, you have one. Shit, you could go to all. I think it depends. It depends on. No, 50 cal is taking more than heads off shoulders. That shit is taking your whole sternum and up off. That shit is. I'm taking shit. Now that I don't know why they made that shit. That was just like somebody was fucking bored and said, "Oh, you in shit? If you in Virginia too, yeah, you got every single fucking exchange there. All you got to do is go to whichever has your shit. But even then, all you have to do is order it. You can order it to whatever location because you go to it's shopmyexchange.com, and then you just got to put what your store is. You look it up. You can order it from there, and then you can just pick it up at the store. Yeah, somebody was pissed off. Somebody was just like, I need to be able to take a whole fucking vehicle apart in one shot. Well, no shit, there I was. Motherfucker just pop out with that shit. I was like, what the fuck? That shit. But that's why you throw that shit on top of a fucking vehicle. That shit'll stop a vehicle. Ain't no vehicle running after you hit that shit. But then you know to hit the fucking engine block of the fucking vehicle and not shoot at the driver. There's always something, man. These people always trying to do something that benefits them and their money and not that. And that's what people need to realize with this administration. This isn't about, they don't care who they hurt. They don't care who they go. The dumb people, is going to take time for them to realize that they're getting screwed over. The people that are smart know they're getting screwed over, and those are the ones putting up the fight. The ones that don't know any better are the ones that it's going to take some time for it to resonate, for them to figure it out, and then they're dumb enough to fall for the fact that they're going to be told that somebody else did this to them. And that's all it is. That's the continued cycle. You got to keep the dumb people dumb. But if they dumb enough, they won't listen to reason. They won't listen to the educated. They won't listen to the people that know what they're talking about. They're going to listen to the same stupid person that makes it sound like that other smart person is against them, even though that smart person is looking out for them in a different way that they don't understand. And that's how this country operates. You got to keep the dumb people dumb. You can't let them get successful, and you can't let them get educated, because once they get to that point, then from there, I can't bullshit you if you understand I'm bullshitting you. The same way a lot of MAGAs gonna turn, like a lot of MAGAs gonna flip once they see that no tax on overtime and they file their taxes and they see that they probably end up owing more money because they went into a higher tax bracket, because this past year they probably worked their asses off thinking, ooh, I'm gonna get all this money in fucking income tax. And then to find out they're in a higher tax bracket paying more taxes. That's gonna piss off a lot of them. That's gonna piss off a whole bunch of them. And then when they Meemaw and Paw can't afford to fucking pay for their prescriptions, and they gotta take their income tax money to help them pay for that. Ooh, boy. I know, because a lot of people just voted for that, because a lot of those blue collar people, which are some of the hardest working people we got in the country. I know MAGA's hard working. But the thing is MAGA's getting screwed and they don't know any better. Because they got told and they got lied to, like, hey, you gonna make no taxes. We ain't gonna take no taxes on your time and a half. To then let them know when they doing their taxes, that's only the half part, not the time and a half. Wait till they find out that, look, wait till they find out that the same money that they thought they was going to get back in that tax return is the same money that they're going to have to use now to pay for the fucking health insurance that now went up in premium. Because like I told people, notice how these people let those ACA benefits go. Who's received a different fucking number from their insurance, bringing the price back down? Nobody. That's the part nobody pays attention to. That's how you get screwed over and looped over. Because ain't no insurance come back. They said, oh, we put in the ACA subsidies back. Ain't no insurance go ahead and say, you know what, we're going to resend you your new premiums at a cheaper price. Who's gotten that? But that's the part they don't talk about, huh? That's the part most people don't realize. They just gonna be like, oh, fuck it, my shit went up in fucking price, but I ain't gonna realize it. I ain't gonna say nothing. Even though the subsidies are now still there, I'm still being charged as if the subsidies went out. And then you saving money. Oh, you already know that 2K is already gonna be taxable income, Pedro. You thought you was gonna get $2,000 for free? Shit, they wanted you to put the stimulus money as part of your income. You think whatever they give in supposed tariffs, Doge, baby making, they ain't gonna put as part of your income to raise your shit? Shit, a simple jump of $7,000 for some people puts them in another tax bracket. Unless you making those hundreds of thousands, that shit don't make a big difference at that point. But if you went from making, let's say, 30,000 to 37,000, that probably might shoot you up, depending. I gotta check the brackets now, because you know they be doing it. Hey, man, it's them brown people, bro. I can say that. I know a couple of them. I'm friends with them. That is ignorant, though. I think that's the real ignorant. That the only real ignorant shit I said today was that. And I know white people. I got white friends. So that is the most ignorant shit I've said today. That I will accept as being ignorant. I ain't gonna lie. That is ignorant as fuck. That is ignorant as fuck. But I got white friends. I got black friends. I got Asian friends too. But yeah. It's the truth though, because that's the thing. That's what they always say. They always say, "Well, I got black friends." And I was just like, "So I got white friends. That don't mean I just get to say and say whatever the fuck I want." Like, yeah, exactly. That's why I say it though, because you got to show the hypocrisy. Because it's easy. It's easy for them to try to say you ignorant about something, but then you have to make sure that you read showing them the hypocrisy that they are showing because of their ignorance. Because if you're going to say something about one thing, you should have the same energy for the other situation if it's the exact same situation. His name David. He said mine's name David. He said mine's named David. My white friends let me say this all the time. But that's what they go with. So it's just like, come on, man. That shit don't mean you just get to say anything. He said, nah, my name's Austin. It was just like, but that's the situation of it. But that's like I said, that's where you gotta call them out. You gotta call them out on that shit. You have to say these things. You have to let them know, like, yo, this isn't something that is just gonna be accepted. We're not just gonna tolerate it. We're not just gonna allow you to keep saying these things. It was like if you have a reason to say these things and it's justified and it's not ignorant, I got no problem with it. But when it's all for ignorance that you just want to speak on, I got a problem with that. Because if you have a reason why you want to be ignorant, then it's just like, you know what? You have a reason to be. You have a reason to be mad. You have a reason to make that statement. But if it's a reason because you believe somebody else told you what somebody else told you, that they were eating cats and dogs, and after they ate the cats and dogs, they went into a fucking neighborhood in an apartment complex, and then after the apartment complex, they took it all over, held everybody hostage, and then they said there was Tren de Aguas, and then you went to the air country, and then you kidnapped a fucking president, and then you didn't kidnap the dude that was actually doing all the gang shit, and then you pardoned the dude that was bringing drugs into the country that you said was killing the Americans, which is the reason why you went into the state of emergency to kill people. Like, bruh, bruh. You see what I'm saying, Todd? Like, I can keep going. That was and that's the ignorance of it. It was just like, you mean to tell me everyone in chat dropping their white boy? MAGA has MAGA has no justification for the supposed anger that they have. And that's it for me. You have no justification. I don't care how many black friends you have. I don't care how many Hispanic friends you have. I don't care how many friends of wherever you have. There's no justification for hating these people just because of how they speak, how they look, or how they talk. Now, if one of them robbed you, you should be mad at the person that robbed you, not at the entire race. Because then the ignorant part about it is if you can say that all of these people are dangerous, then you shouldn't be mad when I say all white people are racist. The coin can't be two-sided and flip-flopped on a different way. If this whole group of people is dangerous because you had one person that did some dangerous shit, well, I know a bunch of racists and they called the KKK, but I can't say that you all racist, right? Because that would be wrong. So then you shouldn't have justification for trying to generalize and fucking stereotype people because you had one bad incident with one specific person or one specific group. Then I should not have to say it, and neither should you. That's it. That's the hypocrisy. Because you can't just be fucking the white knight all the fucking time. You can't say a group of people is dangerous, but then when you have a group of those people that do the same thing, they're not dangerous. You can't have illegal alien child traffickers, but have white Republican conservative child traffickers and say they're not traffickers. There's no split there. Still the same distinction. Still the same people that need to be jailed. Still the same people that need to be castrated. It don't change. The generalization that people try to push on is what has to be stopped. You're not just going to generalize a group of people because you want to generalize them, but I can't generalize you. That shit just doesn't work like that. You was stuck on the Davis. Yeah. I was just like, if you don't want people to come into this country, you shouldn't allow white South Africans to come into this country. If you're not allowing people from Africa to come into this country. Shit, when you stopping the ones that you know are having genocide and all that from actually coming over here, but you're allowing the white South Africans and not black South Africans, can't pick and choose, man. But hey, man, I guess I know a David. I do know a David, but he's not white. I got a bunch of white friends, though. I went to school with them. Beat that. I went to school with them. Mm. I I graduated with them. Mm. How you like that? How you like that? That good enough for y'all? That good enough? But all right, y'all. I'm gonna cut it here. So I know. No, I know a David. David is our center. He said David is our center. Oh shit. I might be on later on tonight. I might try to do that. I might try to do like a earlier in the day one and then do a later one at night. Um yeah. TikTok, you're gonna stay on my phone. It ain't changing no more. You're no longer on my computer. If y'all want to watch me in better quality, better picture, better lighting, all that stuff on the camera, check me out on YouTube. YouTube, we gonna keep doing this through here. Yeah, and we'll keep on doing it that way. I'm not gonna be doing all that stuff on TikTok anymore because that fucking shit be fucking with my shit. So, but as always, be good to one another, take care of one another, look out for one another, love one another, stay marvelous while doing it, y'all. I'm just Cruz. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all evening. I will see y'all later or tomorrow. Peace. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all on YouTube. As always, I appreciate y'all watching here, supporting me here. If y'all can, whenever y'all do, just share. If y'all can share the live through here, it'll probably be better off. But as always, I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. Peace.